if interest rates are steadily climbing and you still have 3 more months or 4 more months or 6 more months until you close. Hey y'all, it's me, your girl Blessed Trust, coming back to you with another video where we go and take our piece and give God the pieces. So if this is your first time clicking on the channel and you have never seen this face, please allow me to introduce myself. My name is Martina, aka Blessed Trust. Welcome, welcome, welcome. And if you already are a part of the Blessed family, welcome back to the channel. So if you don't know, my husband and I, we are currently building a semi-custom home, and we are documenting the entire process right here on this channel. So if that's the kind of thing that interests you, make sure that you smash that subscribe button, hit the like button, and hit the notification bell so that you will know whenever I upload. So with that in mind, you know that my purpose here on this channel is not just to inform, but to inspire. It is no secret, we are in volatile times right now when it comes to interest rates. Mortgage rates are fluctuating every single day. And if you're like me, you're building a home right now and you signed the contract to start the building process way back in 2021 when interest rates were like in the high 2s, and now they're in the 5s. Interest rates are what affect your mortgage payment. And so you want to have an interest rate that you're comfortable with, because what that turns into is a mortgage payment that you are comfortable with. So if you're familiar with the channel, you know that my husband and I, back in early March, we locked our interest rate. It was just so important because I saw the trend of interest rates just steadily climbing, and I knew that our close date wasn't going to be until sometime in June. We shopped around, and after shopping around, that's when we decided to go ahead and get it locked. And we locked our interest rates for 180 days. We were not playing. So even though we were 3 to 4 months out, we locked it for 6 months. We just wanted to be sure, because in this climate, you have to expect delays. Well, an interest rate lock is simply what it sounds like it is. It's you locking your mortgage interest rate. I am going to lock the rate, and even though I don't close until 2 months from now or 3 months from now, the rate that I locked it at today is going to be the rate that it is when I close. You do have the advantage for free to lock your rate 60 days prior to your closing. However, if you're like me and you still have 90 days prior to closing, you may want to consider locking your rate today and not waiting until that 60, because if I wait 30 more days, if I wait another month, no telling what the interest rates will do. The advantages are pretty simple. Number one, it's peace of mind. I don't have to worry about what this market is doing because my rate is locked. Essentially, my mortgage payment is locked. Second advantage is that you could possibly be saving yourself money. If interest rates are steadily climbing and you still have 3 more months or 4 more months or 6 more months until you close, you were to lock it today at today's rate, just imagine how much money you are saving. Some people have even had to walk away, and I didn't want that to be us, because interest rates had just increased to a rate that they were not comfortable with, because again, that affected their mortgage payment. Now, I just want to give a brief disclaimer. I am not a loan officer, okay? This is just my experience. I'm just giving you my experience. So you can always go ahead and verify something with an expert. I just want to give you some information that I have gathered through my experience. So take it with a grain of salt. So before you even get on the phone to call these people, there are some things that I'm going to want you to do. I am going to want you to know your credit score. This is important because when you're talking to lenders, it is important for you to know what type of borrower you are, and it's important for you to be able to relay them your scores. So do get an opportunity to shop. You get 14 days to shop. And what that means is that I can call different lenders. They can even pull my credit. And as long as I'm in that 14-day window, it only counts as one pull. So therefore, you do not have to be afraid to shop. Shopping around for a good rate is your right. I have a subscription to My FICO. My FICO lets you know not only what your credit score is with the 3 bureaus, but it also lets you know what your score is with different types of lenders. Because your score will be different with a car lender versus with a home lender. Another thing that I want you to have your builder concessions. What are your builder's incentives? What did they offer you if you were to go with their lender? It's important that you have those concessions in hand, because when you're comparing it with another lender, you want to give them that information. You want to let them know, like, hey, my builder is giving me $2,500 off if I go with them, so that they now know what they're up against. Because sometimes what they'll do is they'll match that concession. Sometimes what they'll do is they'll offer you more than that. So you want to let them know what concessions you're getting through your builder. So you want to know your middle credit score. You want to know how much your house costs. You want to have a homeowner's insurance quote. You want to know your HOA fees. And then you want to have on hand what your builder's concessions are. You need to know how long you need that rate locked for. What is the minimum amount of time you want that rate locked for? Is it 3 months? Is it 5 months? Is it 6 months? What is it? How long do you need your rate locked? Because different banks and different lenders and credit unions, they offer different products. Not everyone offers the same products. So if you need your rate locked for 6 months, that's not a product that everyone can give you. Some people only offer 3 months. I remember a local credit union here, they only offered 10 months. So I had to go with the 10-month if I were to go with them. So I want you to know, what is the minimum amount of time that you want that rate locked, because that is what you're calling to inquire about. Don't just say, I want a rate lock. There are several different products that offer that, but know how long you need that rate locked for. Now you are ready to make that phone call. Well, first, talk to the person who approved you for the loan. So let's start there. Because again, we're not shopping for a loan approval. We're shopping for a rate lock, okay? So first start with who you have your loan approved through. Start there. Give them the opportunity, basically the first dibs at winning your business. I believe in loyalty. And so I'm gonna give them the opportunity first. I'm gonna let them know, hey, I'm shopping, but I'm gonna give them that opportunity first. The next place you wanna consider is talk to your realtor. Your realtor probably has some preferred lenders that they're working with, so talk to your realtor. Also, word of mouth. I can find out about different lenders just through word of mouth. Another thing that you can do is just Google. Just Google different lenders or different lenders in your area. And just also Google phone numbers to the different banks in your area and the credit unions in your area. And when you call these banks and call these credit unions, just talk to someone in their mortgage lending department. A lot of lenders offer a float down, and a lot of them actually offer your first float down free. Like, it has to float down a certain amount. So just talk to them to get that specific information. Another thing you might want to consider is buying down your rate. And so see if that's something that they offer, which I'm sure they do, but find out how much that would be to buy down your rate. I don't want you to hang up just yet. Now I want you to give them your email address, and I want you to have them give you all of this great information in writing on a paper that's called a loan estimate. Okay? So this is the kicker here. This is what's so important, because this is the key to shopping. You have to have a loan estimate. When I have this piece of paper in hand that's called an LE, or a loan estimate, what happens now is now I can go to another lender, and I can go to another lender, find out the same information, and then I can say, oh, well, that's interesting because Bank of America is offering such and such, and this is what they are charging me for this, and this is what they said they can do it for this. And they're gonna fight for your business. And they may say, oh, really? Well, we can probably beat that. Send me over the loan estimate. Because by law, they cannot change their product or meet that demand if it's not in writing. Because you could tell them anything. So you have to have a loan estimate in hand. Again, this isn't anything shady you're doing. This isn't anything underhanded. This is your right. So be transparent. Let everyone know that I'm shopping and can I have my loan estimate? One, you want to look over things yourself, but then two, you want to make sure that that's a document that you have in hand, because that's going to be your power card right there. So maybe Lender B can try to beat them, but they're going to need you to send them that loan estimate so that now they can work their numbers and see exactly how this particular lender got to that. Now, they can't pull things just out of the air. They only can offer you what their products are, but at the same time, that loan estimate helps, because if they do adjust something, they need to show why they did, and they do that through having a loan estimate. That is the law. So if you're enjoying this content, please, please, please make sure that you give it a thumbs up, hit the like button, make sure you subscribe, and share this content with anyone that you know that is interested in purchasing a home or locking a mortgage rate. So now you have your loan estimates in front of you, and now you just make your decision. I want you to go and get those interest rates locked. You do not have to be stressed out during this time. This is one way that you can definitely go and take your piece and give God the pieces.